Some years ago, something happened in my life I never thought would happen, is my wife decided she didn't want to be married to me anymore. And it devastated me, and so I was struggling. I was the father of 4 kids and trying to figure it out. And John was in my life at that time, and he gave me advice and help. But I really was struggling because I had a big book contract with Scholastic Books, and I had to write these funny books, and I didn't feel funny. I had a traveling schedule, and I had to figure out what to do with the kids and travel. And my oldest son, Jackson, he was 14 at the time, and I wanted to stay connected to Jackson. I said, Jackson, he loves water. He's like a fish. And I says, let's learn to scuba dive. And I was really playing a brave card. I can barely swim. I love the water, but I don't hardly ever get in the water. But I would be brave and learn to scuba dive because I knew how much it would mean to Jackson. So we went and got certified. And it was a whole year later, we went down to Mexico to a town called Acamal so that we could go scuba diving. We chose Acamal because you didn't have to ride a boat very far because I get seriously seasick. So we was getting our gear on, and it had been a year since we took the classes, and I had forgotten most of the things. And I'm putting things on, and then you put this belt on, and you're supposed to put these lead weights on this belt. And I had no idea how much lead weights I was supposed to have. My cousin was there, and I said, hey, how many of these lead weights do I need? He said, I don't know, just put some on. So I put a whole bunch of these lead weights on my belt. And I walked, I said, boy, sure have to walk with all this weight, funny. And got on the boat, and we went out a few miles. It was really fun. You got to fall backwards into the water, and I like that part. You have a vest called a DC vest full of air, so when you get in the water, you just float on the top. I thought, this is going to be a good thing. We're going to see fish, and I'm not going to get sick, I hope, and it's going to be great. And then you have to start letting the air out of your BC, and you slowly go down in the water and equalize your ears and go on your trip. I just pushed the button, let all the water out of my BC. And I started sinking really fast. I went past everybody, and I look up, and they're not coming down with me. And they're like, oh. And I was quite a ways down in the water, and I started paddling. And I was trying to swim as hard as I could, but I couldn't get any higher. I stopped going down, but I couldn't go up. And I wasn't worried. I thought, well, I'll figure this out. And then I started, how am I going to figure this out? And right at that moment, I felt a big yank on my belt. And I looked, and it was our dive master Jose. And Dive Master Jose, he undid my belt, and he took off one of those lead weights. And as he dropped it, this is the exact thought I had. Wait, I'm supposed to have that. Then he took off another weight. And I watched as he dropped it, and this is my thought. I thought, you're not getting that one back, Jose. And he took off some of these lead weights, and then he did up my belt for me, and then he gave me the scuba diving signal if I was okay. And I didn't know if I was okay or not, but I gave him the signal. And then we went up, and then we went back down as a group. Now, I thought, now I'll have a fun time seeing fish. I didn't see one fish. Because I'd gone down so fast the first time, I didn't equalize my ears, and my eardrum popped. And water got inside my head. And that makes you very, very dizzy. So I'm just staring at these 2 flippers in front of me, trying not to get lost. And then we got through the whole trip, and I'm just going, when's this going to end? When's this going to end? And finally we got up. When we got to the top, I was so sick. I started throwing up in the ocean. I said, I don't want to throw up in the ocean. So I got on the boat, and I just felt miserable. And we went back, and we got off the boat, and I didn't even make it up to Jose's dive master's office. I fell over in the sand, water swishing on my feet, and dive master Jose said, leave him there. And I just laid there. And as I lay there, I thought, I almost died. And I thought, but I didn't. Because Dive Master Jose took those weights off. And then I have to tell you guys, laying there in that sand, this lesson was not lost on me. I thought, I'm trying to swim through life with too many weights on right now. I've got to drop some of these weights. And I have to tell you, right there on that beach in Mexico, I let things go. I was so worried what people thought about me because I went through a divorce. I dropped that weight. I did not care anymore what anybody thought. I thought of people I held grudges against, and I thought, I don't have to carry that weight anymore. I let those weights go. I let all kinds of weights go out of my life. And I left that beach feeling lighter. And feeling like, I can do this life. I'm strong enough. I just wasn't strong enough when I was carrying all these weights that I did not need. So I will tell you right now, there are people in this room that you might be carrying weights you do not need to carry. If you're carrying grudges, old grudges and hurt feelings, let them go. You do not need to carry those weights. If you feel like people are always looking at you and you're imagining all the things they're saying about you, let that go. In your life, if you have relationships and you're trying to make a point, but the point is hurting someone, let that go. We can't hook our brains to our hearts if we're carrying too much emotional weights. We can't manage our distractions if those distractions are weights in our life. We can't be solutions for our own problems if we keep the problems on and say, I'm supposed to feel this way about things. Or I'm proud and I'm not going to let them make me look bad. None of those things matter. Let all those weights go. And when you do, you'll find you're a much stronger swimmer.